Hi there, YouTube friends. My name is Rainy, and we are going to go car camping together, solo, in the rain, favorite campsite in Ohio. So let's hit the road. As you can tell, we are officially on our way, but unfortunately I hit bumper to bumper 5 o'clock traffic. I work 7:30 to 4:30 because I cannot do traffic. I really should have taken off an hour earlier to go so that I didn't get caught in this. Because I get so irrationally, maybe it's rational, anger whenever I'm in traffic like this, and just with how selfish people can be and how rude, and like it really gets under my skin. So I'm trying to stay calm, but I'm also starving because I didn't have time for lunch today, so I need to get to camp and eat. Pray for me. Okay, I made it to camp. It is beautiful and very, very private, but as I said, I'm starving, and I also already fell because there's mud from the rain and the sun's out right now, so I'm gonna get started on dinner. Sorry I had to put you guys down because you were on top of my water jug and it's raining right now. But I'm hungry, so we're gonna make it work. The yellow rice is in the pan, praying it doesn't rain, and I also forgot oil, so hopefully this also doesn't stick too bad. But it's about to boil or simmer for 25 minutes because I'm an Iron Chef out here. I'm having chicken and yellow rice. Here we have dinner for one. Tofu and yellow rice, and yes, I remembered my hot sauce, and no, it didn't stick to the pan, so we're looking pretty good. Okay, so we're getting lucky. It's only raining like 2-minute spurts every half hour or so, so it's really not bad. But I figured while we have no rain, I'll give you a tour of my campsite. So this is where I'm parked. We got people over here. They already talked to me. They're very nice. This is where I slid as soon as I got here. And I have the dirty shoes to prove it. Here's my little fire ring. You can kind of see the lake over there. And then here's my little picnic table. Let me see if I can get you a view of the lake. Beautiful. It's about that time where I crawl into the car and get comfy and cool down. I tried to start my fire. I only had 2 little baby fire starters. It didn't happen. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but there's a bunch of really cute lightning bugs. Let's see. Oh, there's one. Let's see. Got to wake up to this beautiful sunrise over the lake. Good morning. So I wanted to debrief a little bit. What the hell is that loud ass vehicle? Anyways, I got to camp around 6 yesterday, and as you saw, I made dinner. It took me like an hour to make dinner, eat, and clean up. So it was around 7 by then. And I went to go start a fire. Unfortunately, my wood was wet and I only had 2 little fire starters, and that did not happen. And hear me out, I'm a pro at making fires. I worked at a resort with big teepees and glamping tents, and I was the concierge, so I had to like build fires 4 or 5 every night. So it was not user error. It was the wet wood and the lack of fire starter. So instead, I hung up some fairy lights and I stared at all the beautiful lightning bugs. It was around 9 p.m. when I crawled into bed. I watched some stuff on my phone. I played a little Switch, and it was very, very hot. I think the humidity was like at 80. What the hell? I moved here from Florida to get away from the humidity. I've lived here in Ohio for like 4 or 5 summers, and 2 of them have been very humid. The other ones have been very dry and cool. So, kind of sucked. I was sweating like crazy. I had a fan plugged in my jacket at full blast, and I still was sweating like crazy. Hence why my hair is so curly, because I sweat so much that my hair curled. So gross. Anywho, we are going to go to the camp store. Sorry, my hand hurts from coloring. We're gonna go to the camp store and get some fire starters and some ice. I may try and get a little tan today if the sun cooperates. Rain is no longer on the forecast, so I'm very happy about that. And maybe I'll go swimming too, because I'm here on a weekday and there's only like retirees, and I don't think they're swimming in the lake, so I may get the lake kind of to myself, no kids. So we'll see where the day takes us. Come along with me. I walked up to the camp store and I didn't really think about it too good, but if I get ice, I'm gonna have to walk back. Kind of a bad idea, but I'll get my workout in at least, so let's see what they got in here. Ice has been obtained and added to my cooler, which is good because it was like almost completely melted. I did not want my stuff to go bad. And I got fire starters. I've never seen ones like this. They're awesome. I'm interested to see how they work. But I've got ice water now, thank God. I only like water if it's cold. I'm gonna go sit in my hammock and read. Me and my Kindle are just chilling. I honestly don't know how long I'm gonna last in the hammock because I get motion sickness really bad, even from this little bit that the hammock is moving. Also, same thing if I like lay in the lake and float, I'll get motion sickness if there's a good amount of waves. It's so ridiculous. I'm currently laying out trying to get my tan on. The sun keeps disappearing, which is annoying. But as you can see, I've got giant bazungas, and my swimsuit's a lot skimpier than I was expecting. I didn't try it on before I left. So I'm hoping that there's no men whenever I decide to go swimming, because, I mean, these things are gonna fall out at any second. We're actually gonna make lunch, because all of a sudden, I get like that. Like, I'm not hungry, and then all of a sudden, it's just like painful hunger. So, I got that going on. I think I'm gonna make leftovers from yesterday, because that was busted, and I have to use that rice anyway. So there's no way I could eat a whole box of rice by myself. I'm probably gonna have to throw some away. Guess I should be in frame of these. I don't know why I like the way that looks. Okay. I need a lighter. Scares me every time. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. Huh? Oh, you do not need to see all that though. Okay, you're not getting any of this. Bye. I just got back from swimming, hence the wet dog appearance. But I thought, I have something to tell you guys. I think I'm gonna go home. I only have one more night here anyway, and I figure why not hang out until I would normally go into bed, but instead of going to bed, I get in my car, drive an hour home, and sleep in my bed with my kitties and my boyfriend. That kind of sounds like vibes. I can't sweat through another night. I'm dying. I'm more of a fall and spring camper whenever it's not so hot. The only thing that makes that not as fun is the time change. I wish time change wasn't a thing, because then it gets dark too early. But I'm just so sweaty. I can't do it anymore. It felt really good when I was in the water, but unfortunately I cannot sleep in the water. I wish I was a mermaid, so I could, but I can't. So we're still gonna hang out and make the most of it, and yeah. Hi there, friends. I've just been doing witchy stuff the last few hours. I meditated, pulled oracle card, journaled about that. It was awesome. Very, very relaxing. And then I went into the car and gardened in the air conditioning. And now I'm back out here chilling. I started a fire because the wood finally dried out because we had no rain all day. So that was awesome. And I'm just relaxing my last few hours here at camp. I just ate some potato chips and a chocolate chip cookie, and now I'm enjoying my fire. I don't know, I'm very expressive with my hands, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I have arrived back in Cleveland, if you can't tell by all the traffic. I had such a good time. That is my all-time favorite campground. If any of my fellow Ohioans know what campground it is, comment it below and I'll let you know if you're right. That was my all-time favorite site I've ever stayed at. It was so beautiful, right on the water, so private. And especially during weekdays, it's very quiet there. I was so sad to leave early, but 80% humidity and 80 degrees does not work for a thickie like me. I'm just sweating and miserable. So I'll definitely be camping again when it cools off a little bit and bringing you guys with me, of course. I do have one big camping trip planned. We're going to Ontario, Canada to see my favorite singer Lights at a casino at Niagara Falls. So that's my next big trip. Other than that, I'm just gonna do little casual trips And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to, what do they tell you to do? Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.